Item Number SCP-130. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-130 is to be staffed by Elf D Class, 6 Level 2 security agents, and 1 Level 3 researcher, twice per day. Start at 1/2 hour before local sunrise and sunset. All staff are to be appropriately uniformed. When not staffed, 2 security agents will remain in the lobby, and 2 additional agents will patrol within the building. Agents are advised not to prevent people from entering the lobby, but to notify MTF Alpha 4, Pony Express, to intercept anyone who receives mail or package. Twice per day, bundles will appear in the mailroom. Parcels within the bundles are to be sorted by uniformed staff into appropriate bags and placed in a designated vehicle for transport to Site Beep. Site mail arrived within the following addresses. Beep. Follow procedure Franklin 16. Detailed in Addendum 132. Otherwise, mail will be checked under standard practices for any items of interest. Objects are not to be placed for outgoing mail unless certified orders are given by 05 Beep. Procedure Franklin 17 outlines the protocol used in these cases. Should anyone else enter SCP-130 to use the outgoing mail slot, they are to be permitted to do so, then intercepted by MTF Alpha 4 as soon as possible for questioning. The incident is to be reviewed through security tapes and the outgoing mail watched for in subsequent bundles and checked through the list of previous parcels delivered. Description: SCP-130 is a post office in Beep, South Africa, constructed in 18 Beep. SCP-130 has been closed in 19 Beep and left abandoned for Beep years. The building is in excellent condition for its age and maintains itself without human intervention, including moderate structural repairs. SCP-130 has been designated as a historic site through an agreement with the South African government. 5 times per week at local sunrise and sunset, several bags and boxes will appear in the mailroom. The bundles, designated SCP-132, will show only on weekdays, with the exception of current postal holidays for Beep. Bundles are to be handled as per special containment procedures as above. Inside the lobby, along with the post office boxes, is a slot labeled for outgoing mail. The slot is able to accept packages up to 40 centimeters wide and 6 centimeters high, with no apparent limit for length. Once inserted into the slot, packages disappear and will eventually turn up in the outgoing mail bundles, as if they have not done so previously. Addendum 131. SCP-130 came to the attention of the Foundation in 19 Beep when packages and letters began to circulate bearing the postmark for the site. The parcels appeared in most post offices throughout the world with correct postage for delivery, either locally or internationally, depending on the parcel. The parcels are often undeliverable, either to non-existent addressees or to recipients who are not at the address, and so ended up in dead letter offices. Various Foundation assets noted the odd postmark, and Mobile Task Force Alpha 4 mobilized to investigate. MTF Alpha 4 arrived in Beep, where they discovered the town had been mostly abandoned decades ago. The post office appeared to be in excellent condition, not only well maintained, but clean. While MTF Alpha 4 searched, bundles of mail appeared in the mailroom. Agents searched the bundles and discovered a variety of letters, parcels, and packages, all with a day's date and a postmark for that post office. Agent Beep attempted to open one of the parcels, which resulted in the agent vanishing from sight. 6 days later, a package appeared in Site Beep's mailroom. Inside of it was Agent Beep and an envelope with a receipt for postage due. Agent Beep had returned to center and postage due tattooed on Beep back, and was in a comatose state. Agent Beep remained in that state until the envelope was delivered to SCP-130's outgoing mail slot, whereupon the agent returned to consciousness with no recollection from the time of disappearance. Similar results also occurred when agent tried to take away or damage either the parcels or the post office itself. Further investigation led to the current containment procedures, where D-Class personnel in Beep uniforms circa 19 Beep sort through the mail when it appeared. Once processed and put in out Beep vehicle, the mail can then leave the area unmolested. If the bundles are untouched, however, the bundles will vanish and later appear in the postal systems of the world in order to be delivered. Addendum 132. Through examination of the mail parcels of the past Beep years, research has shown certain trends. Over 80% of the mail is of a mundane nature, except for the matter of the postmark. Exceptions to this are letters that are apparently unsent, or for whatever reason, and temporarily displaced letters. Former, while odd, will be destroyed in order to protect the nature of SCP-130. The latter will be examined and results submitted to Beep. Letters addressed to Foundation sites or personnel are to be sent to Site Beep, where they will be reviewed by Department Beep. Reports shall be classified under Project Beep pending overseer review. Procedure Franklin 16. When mail is specifically addressed to Beep, the mail is to be sealed in the case with active countermeasures and brought to the office of Present Level 5 Supervisor. Mail will then be screened for possible explosive, chemical, biological, mimetic, or Beep threat. After screening, the mail will be opened and assessed. While no new artifacts requiring secure containment have arrived, the possibility cannot be ignored. Mail either addressed to or intercepted by the office is often temporally sensitive, and as such impact must be minimized to limit changes. The possibility of the information being used to alter present-day events must also be weighed. Using information given by SCP-130 to alter events requires a 2/3 supermajority vote by the overseers. Examples of intercepted messages are stored within document 131 and requires level 4 to access. Mail with the following code phrase Beep are to be immediately delivered after screening, without being read by level 5. After doing so, that code phrase is to be invalidated and the next one brought in line. Procedure Franklin 17. All outgoing mail is to be sent with appropriate current postage for Beep at the time of sending and must be marked for the code phrase Beep. The mail sent by this method is to be logged, then cross-checked with past parcels to ensure temporal integrity. Upon attempt at mailing should the receipt appear to postage due, the amount shall be placed in an envelope and put in the outgoing mail slot. The slot will accept the following currencies: rands, euros, and Beep. The use of counterfeit currencies will result in lethal action by SCP-130, and an additional fine will be levied till mail can be sent again. Addendum 133. At the end of the apartheid, SCP-130 no longer restricts postal staff to be white only. Incident 136. On Beep 19 Beep, a package for 1 Beep arrived at the office for a post office. Outside the site, Dr. Beep, the researcher assigned to SCP-130, placed the parcel into the P.O. box and waited. Beep minutes later, an unknown person identified as Beep walked into the lobby. The subject appeared to be briefly puzzled and walked over to the box. The locked box opened at his touch, and he expressed surprise at seeing the parcel with his name on it. MTF Alpha 4, being on site, was dispatched to investigate once the subject was out of sight of SCP-130, and subsequently interviewed. The subject had no plans to visit Beep that day, but had felt an explained desire to go there while driving nearby to visit family in the area. Upon opening the package, Beep, a Class A amnestic, was administered to the subject and was released after memory insertion. Document 131. Executive Summary of Instances, SCP-132. To this date, there have been beep instances of SCP-132. They fall under Procedure Franklin 16, and with certain exceptions, all have been reviewed by this office. Below are brief summaries of sampled parcels addressed to persons of both within and outside of the Foundation. Dr. Meep Eep. Level 5, 130. Format: Addressee, Summary, Note. Addressee: Dr. Otto Clef. Summary: To this date, Dr. Clef had beep parcels addressed to him in a variety of fashions, up to using valid code phrases per Procedure Franklin 16. In each and every case, these parcels have contained a wide variety of means to assassinate the good doctor, tied with either gloating, terse judgment, or even apologies. Note: after beep deaths and beep dollars worth of damage to Foundation material, all missives addressed to Dr. Clef are to be thoroughly scanned and opened by remote under Hazmat 3 conditions, as per 05 Beep's orders. Due to the incident of Beep 20 Beep, only D-Class personnel should handle the mail and be within 50 meters until disposed of. Addressee: Dr. Agatha Wright. Summary: Dr. Wright has had a wide variety of reading cards sent to her, denoting such things as birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays, such as Mother's Day, from Beep, Beep, and Beep. Note: due to Beep, all such parcels are to be incinerated, and under no circumstances are to be mentioned to Dr. Wright. Addressee: Dr. King. Summary: each Arbor Day for the past Beep years, a variety of apple-based products have been mailed to Dr. King, including seeds, cider, and brandy. Every September 26th, a biography of John Chapman, aka Johnny Appleseed, had appeared. Note: Christ! What did this guy do to SCP-130? I don't even think he's been to South Africa. Level 5.